What can you be doing with yourself right now while the world is in chaos? What can you be doing to yourself, for yourself during this time? That is the big question. So let's go down the line. What can we do with ourselves? Well, we could take some time out for ourselves. We could take some time out to not necessarily isolate, but just to you know have some you time, me time, whatever you want to call it. Have some time to yourself. Sometimes you have to tune out everything and everybody, including those who speak, who have your best interests at heart. Everybody has to do that every once in a while, because that is the only way that you process everything that you have heard and listened to and have experienced, and you just listen to yourself. You have the answer. You have the facts. You have the truth inside of you. You have your truth inside of you. So nobody can tell you what's best for you and what you need to do with your own life and how you could be a great contribution to the world. Nobody can tell you that. Only you can tell you that. Now, there are people around us that challenge you to be greater, and a lot of times those type of people come in the form of an enemy or somebody who does not have your best interest at heart, which ultimately I guess is the same thing, an enemy or whatnot. But the reason that type of person is allowed to cross your path is because it's going to awaken something in you, and it's usually channeled through anger or hurt or something like that. So if a person is going to cross your path like that, or if they're going to be in your life that way, and there's nothing you can do about that at this present moment, let the work have a healthy result in you. Let it do something good for you. Do not let it put you down and keep you there, or keep you in a place of anger, because it is not worth it. Because I'm not saying that that person is a good person for coming and do that to you. I'm just saying that they have come into your life to challenge you, to make you better, to make you stronger. If they're getting up under your skin about something, a sensitive issue about your life, dig deep inside of yourself and figure out what does that mean for you and what do you need to do for yourself. But don't stay in that place of anger, because it's not worth it, and it will keep you. That when you do that, the person or that whole situation becomes a distraction to you. And rather than feed your determination, it's going to feed your distraction. And what you want to do is starve distraction and feed determination, because determination is going to push you to where you need to be. Now, let's talk about the people that come into your world and they do have your best interest at heart, and they do bring you a sense of peace, of joy, happiness, and all that. Still, though, they are not you. They still cannot tell you what is best for you and your life. Now, what they can do is confirm some things and remind you of who you are deep on the inside. They can do that, but they cannot make your life choices for you. They can't tell you you should do this, or as a matter of fact, they can. But they don't have that truth. They don't have that answer in you. Now, that might resonate with them. That might be what they would do if they were in your situation. But the big question is, what do you do in your world, in your situation? It's not about, sorry, y'all, I had to throw something down. It's not about what other people think you should do with your life. Yeah, I mean, encouragement, uplift, all that, that's a wonderful thing. But that's what it is. It's encouragement, it's uplift. And like I said, some people come to remind you of who you are. Because there's so many distractions in this world. There's so many people, there's so many things out there that's going to distract you from who you are and what you should be doing, what kind of contribution you could be making to this world. There's so many people out there that's gonna take and take and take from you. So when you come across somebody that is here to pour into you and to remind you of who you are, or to confirm something in you, and what I mean by that is that maybe you've been thinking about something for quite some time, um, that you're not really sure of, and you're looking for a sign, or something to validate inside of you. Okay, I think I might be right about myself. I really should do this. I really should do that. Whatever. You should be grateful when a person comes into your life and they confirm or validate that inside of you, because that is your sign. That is your green light. So people come into your life for different reasons, but ultimately, nothing is allowed to come into your life um, without permission from the divine. Nothing is allowed to cross your path. Nothing is an accident. Nothing is a mistake. So if something does cross your path and it makes you feel uneasy or unsettled, angry, or hurt or anything like that, it was allowed to come into your life for a reason. Now you have the choice of choosing to let it make you, or you can let it break you. But the whole point of this whole message is that you have the power and you are the one to make the choice. Nobody else can make it for you. Nobody can do that. Only you. So when somebody does cross your path, it makes it uneasy for you on the inside. You have to ask yourself, what is this trying to develop in me? What work in me is this process trying to bring about? What is this for? Those are the questions you have to ask yourself, because nobody is inside of you. Nobody knows how you feel. Nobody knows what you're thinking. Nobody knows your complete history. Nobody knows your complete DNA. You are the one inside of you. It's very important that you start realizing and acknowledging your own power, your own strength. Stop placing it on the outside. Stop placing it outside of yourself. Give yourself some credit. You're powerful too. You're strong too. Give me a minute. I gotta change the song real quick. I just like the instrumental music while I'm out here talking. But anyway, yeah. So stop putting power and everything else good outside of yourself. Dig deep in what's inside of yourself, because your contribution, your piece of the pie, you are essential to the cause, whatever the cause may be at the time. But you have answers that nobody else has. You have gifts that nobody else has. You are you, and nobody else can be you. So stop putting all your faith and all your power outside of yourself, and start sharing the power and the faith that comes with you. That's all inside of you. Share that. Share that. Acknowledge that. Focus on that, because that needs to grow. The reason why people don't know what to do with themselves, or don't know how to contribute, or don't know how to even think for themselves, is because from the beginning that you come into this world, you are taught to look outside of yourself for everything that you need. Everything that you want, you are taught to look for that validation, that confirmation, and ask for that outside of yourself. If you're made in the image of God, then you too are a creator. You too are a healer. You too, No, no, don't get me wrong. Everybody don't have the same gifts, but all the gifts that exist out there in the universe, all of us in some kind of way have some of those gifts. Not all of them, some of them. But if it's out there, then inside of you is some of that. And that's where we balance each other out. That's where we're supposed to balance each other out. Let me share my piece of the pie with your piece of the pie and see what we get. Let me share my gifts. My gift plus your gift, what can we do together? My strength plus your strength, what can we do together? See, it's all about unity. It's all about unity. And we have to get to that place to where we not only acknowledge what's inside of us and be proud of that, be happy about that, but we also let's drop pride. Drop pride and jealousy, because those are silent killers. Drop pride and jealousy, because when you do that, you have no problem acknowledging the gifts and the strength and the power inside of your brother and your sister, the next fellow human being. You have no problem acknowledging that and what comes with them. But if you holding on to fear, jealousy, hatred, those type of things, confusion, all those type of things, then yeah, you are going to have a problem with other people's gifts, and you are not going to shine because you are hating on the next person. Be grateful for the strength, the power inside of you, and then that will be contagious. You will then be able to be grateful for the strength and the power inside of others. That is of the utmost importance, is that you do not hate yourself and that you do not hate other people. Love is the most powerful energy in the universe. So start with loving yourself, and that way you will know how to love the next person, whomever may cross your path. Whomever you may be gifted with as friends and family, you will know how to love them the right way, the healthy way, when you start loving and acknowledging the power and the beauty of you. It's not about being conceited or anything like that. There's nothing wrong with loving and acknowledging your own inner beauty, your own inner glow. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But there is something wrong with putting yourself down and lifting others up. That's not love. That is not love. That is called insecurity. And insecurity is very unhealthy. And on the flip side, there is nothing wrong with acknowledging the power and the gifts in other people. Now, the only time that becomes wrong is when you... No, let me say that again. There's nothing wrong with lifting yourself up, basically. But the only time that becomes wrong is when you put others down, is what I was trying to get at. I think I just put it in the right order. I hope so. But if not, hopefully y'all still get it. But what I'm saying is either way it goes, acknowledge the beauty and power in yourself, and acknowledge the beauty and power in others, and you will be well balanced. And you will know how to love yourself, and you will know how to love others, and you will be a positive and uplifting contribution to this universe, because we need that. We need that. There's enough people out there that are bad contributions, that are tearing this world down, tearing everything apart. Thank goodness for divine protection from God, our ancestors, from other spiritual entities that are looking out for us that we are unaware of at times. We have to be grateful for that type of protection. But you also have to realize that you are protected for a reason. You're protected for a reason, and you have purpose. You have divine purpose. And every word you say, every step you take is a contribution. Now, you make the choice of whether or not it's going to be healthy or not. But the way to make sure that you are subconsciously and consciously pushing out healthy vibes, love vibes, is to tend to yourself. Take some time every once in a while on a consistent basis to hear yourself and tune everything else out. You have to tune everything else out for however long that you need to. And there is nothing wrong with that. That is not an unhealthy isolation. That is a healthy time for yourself. And when you come to realize some things, then step back out there and give it a shot. When you get a little worn out again, or you just feel like you just need the time or want the time, take some more time out for yourself. There is nothing wrong with that. You have to take care of yourself. If you do not take care of yourself, you won't know how to properly take care of others. You will not. It starts with you. So that's all I want to say to y'all, my Unity Riders, my good people, my lovers of humanity. Love you all. That's all I want to say to you in this moment right now. Tune everything out. Listen to yourself. Hear yourself. Be grateful for confirmation and validation through others or through whatever sign comes to you. But do not place all your energy, all your faith, and all your power outside of yourself. No, what you want to do is share the power and the beauty and the gift inside of you, because you are a contribution. The choice that you have to make is what kind of contribution you are going to be, healthy or unhealthy. Much love, my people. I'll see y'all soon.